वॉश कैसे करूंगी? इसमें तो सोप ही नहीं है.
The absence of the soap in the dispenser, which existed earlier, is known as anuplabdhi.
कैसे दीदी चाय चीनी नहीं है, अच्छी नहीं बनाया दीदी.
चीनी नहीं है?
नहीं है.
When you taste tea and expect it to be sweet, but you realize it's not, you recognize the absence of sugar. This recognition happens because the sweetness that should have been present is missing. So, this is known as anuplabdhi. Hello, everybody. This is Meenakshi Narula, and I welcome you to my channel, Mentoring the Mentors. My dear educators, lifelong learners, by the time now you must have guessed what we are going to talk about today. Yes, it's Anupalabdhi. Anupalabdhi is a concept in Indian philosophy that deals with knowing something by not perceiving it. जब खाने में नमक का टेस्ट ना हो पर फिर भी नमक की याद आए, मीन वी नो अबाउट दैट सॉल्ट इज नॉट देयर. चाय पिए तो उसमें लगे कि इसमें चीनी नहीं है फिर भी वी कम टू नो अबाउट दैट शुगर, राइट? तो नॉलेज ऑफ समथिंग व्हेन समथिंग डजंट एग्जिस्ट, व्हेन समथिंग इज एब्सेंट, दैट इज नोन एज अनुपलब्धि. In simple terms, recognizing the absence of something. Imagine entering a room and you realize that chair that was once there is missing. Now, how did you know that chair is not there? You did not see the chair, yet you are sure of its absence. This way of knowing is called anuplabdhi, that is non-cognition. So let's talk about the different types of non-cognition, that is anuplabdhi. सबसे पहले बात करेंगे प्राग भाव. Prag bhav means previous non-existence. This refers to the time before something comes into existence. पहले जब कुछ नहीं था, बाद में आया, तो उसके अस्तित्व में आने से पहले उसका प्राग भाव था. Just check this video.
मम्मा, आपने हर फोटो में भैया को उठा रखा है. मैं नहीं हूँ.
आप नहीं हो क्योंकि आप यहाँ तब थे नहीं.
क्यों नहीं थी मैं?
You did not exist before.
Why?
You did not exist before. That time you were not there. So now you realized कि बेबी के बर्थ से पहले बेबी की एग्जिस्टेंस नहीं होना, right? Not existing before is known as pragbhav. Now let's talk about another type. It's pradhvansa bhav. Yes, pradhvansa bhav. Pradhvansa bhav means non-existence of something after it is destroyed. For example, if a toy is broken, its absence after breaking is known as pradhvansa bhav. Watch this.
मम्मा, मैं टॉय टूट गया.
Realized the toy existed before, but now it's broken. It's in different parts. So it's known as pradhvansa bhav. It doesn't exist anymore. It is destroyed. So the absence of the toy, the broken parts, even makes us realize that it existed before, which doesn't exist now. So it's known as pradhvansa bhav. Now let's talk about atyant bhav. Atyant bhav means absolute non-existence. This means something never existed and never will. Watch this video.
मम्मा, मैम ने मुझे बताया था कि water is colorless.
Okay.
And
Yes, water is colorless.
Yes.
पानी हमेशा से colorless था.
क्या पहले होता था या तो कभी होएगा?
नहीं, पानी कभी भी colored नहीं था. पानी हमेशा से colorless था और colorless ही रहेगा. You notice a child noticing that the water is colorless. Water was colorless, water is colorless, and water will remain colorless. Means that never existed and will never exist. This is known as atyant bhav, absolute non-existence. Now let's talk about the last type, the last category of anuplabdhi, which is anonya bhav. Anonya bhav means mutual non-existence. This refers to difference between two things. One thing is not another. For example, if I say this is a comb, this is mobile phone. Mobile phone is not comb. Phone is not mobile phone. Absolutely. Mutual non-existence. So this is known as anonya bhav. Now a question arises in our mind. How does anuplabdhi help in knowledge? When we do not perceive something where it should be, we conclude that it is absent. So existence of absence can be as important as the presence of something. For example, you go to a store to buy milk. If you see no milk is there on the shelf, you conclude milk is not available here. So this knowledge of non-existence of milk is based on anuplabdhi, right? So to summarize, anuplabdhi is about knowing something by recognizing its absence. There are different kinds of non-existence. Before something exists, after it is destroyed, as a difference, or as something impossible. Philosophers debate whether destruction leads to temporary or permanent non-existence. This idea is important in logic and philosophy to understand how we perceive the world and the reason about many things that we don't see. Stay tuned to us because in our upcoming videos, we will be talking about how you can use Anuplabdhi in your classes as well. If you really appreciate us sharing such kinds of videos with you, do motivate us by liking, subscribing to our channel, and sharing our videos in your community. Stay tuned. Till then, goodbye. Stay blessed.